Hello guys, I have the pleasure to draw your attention to the new patch 0.7 released by Awaken Realms Digital Studio for today's event in their game called Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Stay until the end if you want to win the free game key. During the video I will post some small hints on the screen about what you must do if you wish to participate in the lottery. First of all, I would like to say that Studio is doing a great job keeping in touch with the community and doing their best to prepare and expand the game's content. Also, to be fair, I have to say that I have already found some bugs and issues in this version. There is a lot to improve, but please keep in mind that I'm playing the game on the Legion 530, so many of the issues I have experienced could be caused by my poor and old setup. When it comes to the game and the new version itself, we will find a lot of improvements and changes in terms of overall optimization, improved lighting or visual effects, better combat mechanics, rebalanced core mechanics like stats, perks or items, a lot of changes to both the mechanical and visual spell system, rebalancing for crafting, game economy and addition of Weird Night and other surprises. I have played the new patch 2.5 hours so far, and right now I think there is not very much to add since the last time I made a video about this game. If you didn't watch that video, then I will remind you shortly that I like the game idea and setup, and I can't wait for the day when they decide to leave the beta grounds to finally make an unofficial release for a stable and patched build to its finest. The product is still a work in progress. It's called a beta for a reason, and I still like what I see in the current game because I see it's moving forward. Of course, I can make some silly jokes about the changes they made to the current build, ignoring many important issues that we could affect in version 0.6a. But I believe in the studio and I trust that everything will be fine in the near future. Developers seem to be capable and experienced. The things that caught the most of my attention so far, they did change some visuals indeed. Game for me is better. If it comes to the optimization and runs smoother, tweaking the settings allows now to obtain better results than before in terms of frames per second. Ragdoll in this game is still funny. They didn't change much and I wonder if they really should. Maybe this is something what was meant to be part of the experience. It's fine and funny for me. I like the changes to the control system. The game feels more stable now, being played on the keyboard and mouse. Earlier I felt it was oversensitive and the controller was required to truly enjoy this. Visuals were improved a lot. I like the new contrast and colors. The game didn't lose much of the green vibe and I still can now see better all items on the shelves or other places. I like how they encourage me to build some archetypes. If it comes to the build, I think that my favorite is Mage and Hunter so far. Creation of character is something that must be improved in the final phase of this project because now it doesn't offer too much in terms of customization. Also, I was disappointed they didn't change too much in the first location. I knew from the beginning they will focus a lot on the new acts, but the first impression comes from the first location and in my opinion it's very important to make it as solid as possible. Right now there is a lot of room for improvements. Another thing that annoyed me was zooming on the world map. They should definitely do something about this, maybe improve this function and make it better because right now it's a little bit not convenient to use. I enjoy sniping the enemies with a bow. Their system is similar to the one from Skyrim, so I felt personally like I was playing a good game. If it comes to the spell system, indeed they changed a lot. Visuals are better, skill tree is better in terms of presented interface. I really don't like how some of the spells sounds, and maybe this is because I was used to the other games, where spells usually are loud and more spectacular. The balance for mage build was definitely feelable. Changes they did to the spell systems are fine, but the game still feels like it prioritized the sword over anything else. New bonfire system is fine. I like the direction they went to take with this solution. It opens the many nice approaches to the gameplay. Also, it creates some uneasy atmosphere during the night, which is another cool aspect of this change. I really like the game. This is why I tried to avoid all the quests, to not ruin the fun by giving myself too many spoilers, because I want to finish it all in one go in the future. If anyone would ask me if I recommend this game today, I would say, if you really like games like Skyrim, give it a try. Personally, I would wait a little bit longer for the official final release, so the experience would be the best back then, because the game is still in the development phase. But if you don't want to wait, try to follow my hints from the video to obtain the free game key promised by the studio to win the lottery and get the game for free now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe the video. Have a nice day.